All right, hey guys, Katrina Stone here, 719 Lending. I am your favorite mortgage loan originator, and I'm gonna go over the top 2 common questions that people always ask me about. Can you guess what they are? Number 1, how much do I have to bring to the closing table for closing costs? That's always one of the number 1. How much money do I have? Well, let's talk about this. So if you have approximately $400,000 purchase price, if you have maybe a $600,000 purchase price, those two are very different, obviously. $200,000 difference. We don't know exactly how much in closing costs, but I can tell you an average. The $600,000 one is going to be a little bit higher than the $400,000 one because of the value of the home. I would say, depending on all numbers, you want to at least start thinking about approximately $6,000 to about $6,500 on average closing costs. But how can you get that paid? Where does this money come from? You have a couple ways. Seller concessions. That means the seller can actually give you money for your closing costs, that $6,500. In fact, I just got somebody who's closing today, and they're getting $6,000 from the seller to help pay towards the closing costs, which covered all closing costs, plus 6 months worth of HOA dues prepaid. So our client does not have to pay 6 months of HOA dues, and they can save that money. So that's one ticket. Another ticket is gift funds. You can use gift funds from mom, dad, brother, sister, whoever it is. They can help you with that. So that's your number 1. I would say on average between $6,500, $7,000, somewhere around there, again, depending on how much the value of the home is and purchase price. All right, number 2, how much do I have to bring for a down payment? All right, so we're talking money here, right? So down payment, I'm gonna talk about FHA first. FHA is a type of loan, and an FHA requires, without a doubt, has to be your own money of 3.5% down. Let's look at numbers. So let's say the purchase price of a home is $400,000, okay? FHA for 3.5% down, that is $14,000 that you have to bring to the closing table. Again, where do you get that money? It has to be within your own money. So maybe you ask mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, whoever it is in your family, maybe they might gift it to you. Don't forget, if they don't have that money, they, meaning the donor, your brother, sister, mother, father, they don't have that cash readily available, they can go get a loan in their name or a line of credit, and they can get that and give that money to you as a gift. It's okay, they can do that. Or maybe you have a 401k. Maybe you borrow against the 401k. Or maybe you have an IRA, which is a Roth IRA or even a traditional IRA. Now, normally, if it's your first time home, if you buy it for your first time, they can avoid the taxes, normally. But double check, I'm sorry, not taxes, the penalties. They can wipe out the penalties if you withdraw from the IRA. You still have to pay taxes on that. All right, so those are some ways for FHA. So again, 3.5% down that you'll need for FHA. VA, I love VA because it's 100% financing. That means 0% down. You don't have to come to the table with any down payment at all unless you choose to. So 0% VA, easy. All right, conventional. We actually have 2, more than 2 really, but the easiest is 2 for conventional. First, if you qualify, you can actually come to the closing table with 3% down. 3% down. That, again, if you qualify, that is usually more of a lower income qualification because you have to make a certain amount of money, which is lower income type of scenario. Or 5% down, which is the normal for 5% down. So let's talk about numbers again. So on a $400,000 purchase price with 5% down, it's $20,000 that you have to bring to the closing table. There again, it has to be your money. It cannot be seller concessions. It can't be anything from the seller or anybody else, like a real estate agent, anything like that. It can be from your gift funds, mother, dad, or cousin, whoever it is, but $20,000. 3% down, however, is only $12,000. So there's a lot that goes into loans, and there's a lot of details. Give me a shout out. I'm happy to go over all that. 719-316-3443, or shoot me an email, kstone@719lending.